B-Boy says these fights look like utter chaos. At least in this case, we're just fighting one dude, so there's not a lot. Like I don't have to switch targets. When it's a lot of, look at all these spell effects though. It's just nuts. But when it's a lot of dudes, it's harder. Oh, all these dudes in Magitech armor. Fuck.
So cool.
I'm just jealous.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that the giant bomb stuff at PAX is super huge. It's probably like that and like the Penny Arcade guys stuff are probably like intense.
Yeah.
So I know they do that like where they make a webcomic on stage or whatever.
Yeah.
I bet that's pretty crazy.
I had a few panels that were the panels that I was on were thankfully like relatively well attended. You know, like half the room was full or so.
Were they big rooms, or I didn't watch any of the streams?
Yeah, the ones that I was on were pretty big rooms, not like gigantic, but big enough that like when I got in them, I was like concerned. I was like, "There's no way we're gonna fill this," and we didn't, to be fair. But
it's all right.
It's not all right.
I think you'll be okay.
I'll never be okay.
I believe in you.
Kneeling before this tree. If I can find the kneel emote, I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, there it is.
I went to one PAX, but I didn't go to any panels when I went. Played some games.
I think it's
It was
easy.
fun.
You know, I think it's easy to like. There's a lot of really great panels that happen, but because there's so much other cool shit going on, I think it's easy to ignore the panels because you're like, well, I want to go do all this other shit, right?
Yeah, and it was my first like games-related convention I'd ever been to, and that kind of stuff. So it was kind of like
I want to go play games.
overwhelmed. Yeah, I want to play games, check stuff out, spend some time with the beanbag thing in the beanbag room.
B-Boy says, Gabe blocked me on Twitter because I told him to just log off Twitter for like a month. I thought it was sound advice. Now, you know what? I'm going to back you up on that. That was pretty sound advice. B-Boy says, any word on how big the board game section was? I think I walked by it a few times and it was pretty huge, but I am not a big board gamer myself, so I didn't spend a lot of time there.
Will Smith from Tested was talking about how it was pretty decently sized this year, I guess.
I think so I walked by the area where they were selling board games. I think there's also an area where they actually play them. I didn't see where that was. So here's part of my thing with PAX is the Seattle Convention Center, man. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, I hear it's really like poorly, because when I went, it was in a hotel.
It's laid out like crazy.
It was pretty small. Not in a hotel, but it was like a bunch of stuff in hotels and stuff. I don't know, it was a weird setup.
Polyrhythms asks, would this game still be fun if all my friends hit 50 before I get to play it? So all the group stuff has lets people scale down to your level. So like if you could still do your level 50 friends could still do dungeons with you, and they would scale down to your level. So yeah, you could totally still have a lot of fun. And then a lot of the stuff is soloable as well. So
everything except for the dungeons is soloable. There are no group quests. Well, I guess there are technically group quests, but they're not required for anything. Yeah, I went to the first PAX.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Chris Crockbox was asking about it. It was, yeah, crazy. Like, and even I remember reading on Penny Arcade after at the time, they were like, we didn't expect all these people. Because, like, lines for everything was insane. And there was, like, no, like, the security presence wasn't really there, as I understand it is now. And, like, it was pretty wild. It was kind of Wild West-y.
Ikarua says he must have been at PAX this year. Says, I spent the last couple hours of Monday at the board game library. It was pretty nice, fairly quiet. That's why he was there, because it was quiet, which is, yeah, finding a quiet place at PAX. Yeah, B-Boy's talking about how it blows his mind how big it's got. It's massive. It's ridiculous how many people are there.
Yeah, I'd be interested to go see it now, because I'm sure it's totally different from the last PAX I saw.
It's almost like... It's like there are points where I'm like, this is stupid. How many people are? I cannot even believe it. Yeah, it's crazy. It actually kind of makes me want, like, you know, major problems with packs aside, which I certainly have them, and people who follow me on Twitter know enough about that. So I won't talk about that here, but it kind of makes me wish they just, now that they have PAX and they have PAX East, they have PAX Australia, I wish they would do 1 or 2 more in the US.
Like a PAX Midwest.
You know, just for the sake of having more spread out for more people to go to, so that it wouldn't, you know, honestly, so that like PAX and PAX East could maybe be less crowded, because people could be like, well, I'll just go to this one that's closest to me. Although maybe that isn't how it would work out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being optimistic.
Maybe. Also, I mean, as someone who's kind of helped with cons like that before, you don't want to do stuff to reduce your numbers, if that makes sense. You always want to get bigger every year, you know?
Yeah. That's like
it sends the wrong message to sponsors and advertisers and that kind of stuff. If you're like, yeah, we have like 2 more conventions, so all our conventions have 20,000 less people attending, or, you know, whatever. You know, not a good look.
Where do I get a chicken egg?
From one of the culinary vendors in a capital city. I mean, I'm in the middle of fate, but I can look that up for you. I think it's in the Gridania culinary vendor, but I'm not sure.
But I'm in Limsa, so I don't want to go to Gridania.
Okay, fair enough. Meh. First Eorzea problems. First world Eorzea problems.
I just like search for one on the market.
Don't do that. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Do not. Please.
Independent jeweler, probably not going to have it.
Trade
no.
Craft Suppliers. Yeah, Trade Craft Suppliers is where it is.
Chicken breast. Here we go, chicken egg. Ooh. Boom. Oh, Warbird Mech says there's an egg in our chest. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. Since you're in Limsa, go put that company seal on your armor.
Where do I go do that?
Go to the Maelstrom place on the upper deck. Or teleport to the aft castle.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Go in there. And then talk to the OIC officer at arms, and he'll tell you what pieces of gear you can put it on.
Sure. All right. Let me try and go do that.
I just like showing off our crest because I think it's hilarious looking.
Yeah, B-Boy is mentioning that Mike and Gabe during their panel at PAX this year kind of talked a little bit about how whether or not and for how much longer they'll actually be able to keep attending every PAX. And you know what? Like, I think it's totally fine if they create enough that they're not able to attend everyone. I think that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, they still gotta be dads and run a business and do that whole thing, so...
So wait, Dylan, where do I go? I'm at the aft castle. Where do I go from there?
Then, let's see, somewhere around there should be, if you check your map, should be the Maelstrom joint.
Yeah. Is it in the Maelstrom joint?
It's in the Maelstrom joint, yeah. It's the dude called OIC Officer at Arms.
Apparently there's a ton of pie in our company chest.
Yeah. It's crafting and gathering boost item. Crockbox made a ton of them when he was leveling cooking. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there. I put like 10,000 gil. There's like a ton of items in there. Very useful.
Just gonna buy all sorts of shit. Oh, we can't buy any more actions. Boo.
Nope. I bought us the maximum amount of actions. Because I didn't understand how they worked. I thought we could like equip them, you know? But no, they're just one-time use items.
I think I got the crest. Oh god. Yep, there it is.
Yeah!
A little purple unicorn.
I was gonna go with the chocobo, but I decided to go with the unicorn instead.
I think that's a fair choice.
Yeah.
It's classy.
There's a bunch of weird ones. There's like a goat, which I thought was kind of strange, and like a deer.
Oh my god. Let's see here. Where am I going? Let's get that chocobo music going.
Yeah. Hey, I leveled up. Sweet.
What are you at now?
47.
What class are you again?
Dragoon.
Dragoon.
Lancer.
Lancer. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dragoon is your job.
That's right. Get it right, Kohler.
Kishin says I should set locations as favorites and a home point so the prices... I mean, my home point is Limsa Lominsa. I'm not going to change that.
Oh, I do that. I change my home point all the time. You have to
No
eventually.
way. Nope.
You have to eventually.
Nope.
Right.
Never.
But yeah, if you do set destinations that you go to a bunch as favored, it reduces the teleport cost.
Never.
I mean, I don't know if you use teleport a lot. I don't.
I use it a lot, but whatever. The
I'll
cost
probably-
is still pretty fucking cheap, so I don't...
And actually, we have an action like in the set, which I'll probably alternate between doing combat XP bonuses and 10% off teleports.
Sure.
So I'll probably just go back and forth between that until we have people that are at decently high levels, you know? Unless I want to level fishing, and then I'm going to put on 24-hour gathering XP bonus, because screw you guys. It's kind of neat, though, how the buffs work. So, you know, you could be like, set, like, you know, this is the day we're going to do, you know, concerted effort to everyone level their gathering classes, so we'll get gathering bonus XP. And then on a raid day, there's a one that gives you a longer food buff, or
Yeah.
you take less durability damage from wipes and stuff like that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and the fact that they are 24-hour long buffs definitely, as you say, they encourage, like, planning in that way as a guild.
Of course, there's no guild calendar, but that's okay.
So it goes.
Start. It's a start. And actually, I think there's a guild calendar on the like Lodestone website or something like that, because everyone's using that. Everyone's using the Lodestone, guys.
I should probably go kill these buccaneers.
Might be a good idea.
Let me explore a little bit here first.
Looks like Nick Sutner is also playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah, he said he was going to start today. He was asking for tips, because he has never played an MMO in his life before.
Oh, wow.
Told him to be prepared for a very long intro that doesn't necessarily explain shit the best.
Yep.
Let's see.
Oh, he's playing on PS3.
Naturally.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I guess so, huh? Huh.
Works for Sony. Not
Yeah.
not a PC gamer.
No. Alright. That's fair. Yeah, I have a couple friends that are playing this as their first MMO though, on PS3, and they're liking it.
That's interesting. I'm glad to hear that it can work as a first MMO because I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I mean, they're both people who have, they're Final Fantasy fans more so than anything else, you know. I think that's drawn a lot of people in. And I mean, it has I think the controller setup for it is good. It's definitely better than Terra's, which was the last,
Sure.
controller MMO I really played.
I mean, Terra worked alright. Terra's problem was more that...
When you hit once you hit 20, I couldn't fit all my skills on my controller.
Sure.
You know?
Terra's problem for me was less the controller stuff and more that the game was kind of boring.
Oh my god, it was so boring. It was a lot of fun to play, but it was dull, boring.
Like, the combat was pretty fun at points, particularly when you were fighting the big dudes. But, like, I don't know, man. There wasn't much else going for that game, I felt like.
I like the graphics. They're really nice. I played as an Ellen. It was pretty sweet. But I played as Ellen with, like, the super old lady face. Like, the grandma face. It was hilarious.
Terra is now free-to-play, so there's that.
Great.
Has that going for it. I know a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I picked it up right before it went free-to-play, because you got a ton of bonuses if you did that.
Oh, sure.
So I bought it for, like, $8 or something in the boxed copy. It was fine. I played with it for a little bit. Just like I said, it's dull beyond dull story-wise.
Yeah, the story was just nonsense. Yeah, it was pretty boring. I felt like. Good luck, B-Boy. Apparently B-Boy drank too much vodka and has to go rest his head.
Oh dear, yeah, good luck.
I have almost full inventory. I'm gonna have to go actually clean out my inventory pretty soon. I just don't know what to get rid of or what I'll actually be using for crafting at some point.
Yeah, I mean, you could dump it all in your retainer for right now.
Holy shit. I just leveled up from, I leveled up from finishing my, my hunting log level that I was on.
Yeah, it's great.
And unlocking the next level. That's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Hunting log is pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, it gives a little bit more of a purpose to grinding, I guess, and it kind of forces you to, like, check out the world, too.
Jeez, I got a ton of experience. I got 10,000 experience for finishing that.
Yep.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
What did I unlock here? I unlocked something. Mercy Strike. Instant attack with a potency of 200 can only be executed when a target's HP is below 20%.
It's such a good skill.
And if delivered as killing blow, restores my
Gives you
HP. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's a 0 TP execute off the global cooldown that heals you if you kill with it. It's like one of the best skills in the entire game.
Yeah, that's super cool. I like that.
It's actually like it's an end game required skill for Dragoons. Like once I hit 50, I need to go level Marauder to 26 just to get that. I mean, luckily I already have Marauder at 15, so it makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, definitely, it's very good.
Mishiguna says, "Why are you putting your points into dexterity?" And I say, "I don't fucking know, because I want to." I don't know.
You're better.
Know.
If I were you, I'd put them into strength or vitality.
I don't give a fuck.
As a tank, it would be super helpful.
I'm not min-maxing. I don't really care.
Yeah. I mean, just because dexterity's not... I mean, it's good for range damage, but it doesn't actually do anything else.
It must do something else, because it's one of my main three. Like, it's listed as, like...
Oh, it's block
it's dodging, right? Dodging or blocking.
It's yeah, the amount of your block percentage, basically your percent to block. But strength is
parry. Attacker says.
Yeah, strength is good because it increases both the damage you do and the amount that you block when you do block. I don't know.
The point is, I'm just putting it because I don't really know. I'm totally.
Worst, put in vitality. That way, no matter what class you play, you have a big health pool.
I'm totally not min-maxing or worrying about it too much. Which I'm sure by the time I get to the end game, I'll probably be like, "What the fuck was I thinking?" I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, there's a potion that you can respec though. It's like 10,000 guild seals or something like that to buy it, so not too bad.
If I get into actual endgame raiding, then it's something that maybe I'll start worrying about it a little more.
Yeah, I'm just putting all mine into strength right now because it seems the easiest. I like doing the big numbers. And yeah, it is respectable, unlike your chocobo, so...
Big guys.
I love that my chocobo is my tank. That's so silly.
I don't really know what's happening in this. I'm having a lot of trouble trying to target. Oh my god. There we go.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely have to set up some filters, I think, at some point. It will make your life easier.
For some reason, I'm not able to attack these guys.
Are you not level synced?
Oh, I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Right. Oh, it must have... God damn it. It unsynced me when I walked out. I walked out briefly and it unsynced me.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time. It's so annoying.
I totally didn't notice.
Well, I finished all the quests. Oh no, I still have one more quest I can do. But I finished almost all the quests I can do right now. Bummer.
Wait, you finished all the quests you can do?
For right now.
Story quests?
No. Side quests. Yeah, until I finish this next story quest, no more side quests can unlock. Except I still have one more to do, but yeah, after that I'm done. So I finished this primal fight, which I'm too tired to start right now.
Against who?
Garuda. Wind primal.
I hear good things about that fight.
Oof, it's the first, like, real raid-style boss, you know? So, a lot of people are not used to that. Especially after, like, Ifrit and Titan were super easy. People were like, oh wait, this has 3 phases and I have to actually move a bunch?
Weird, I got an achievement just for that specific fate. Interesting.
Ooh, which one was it?
Old Maid?
Mm.
I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, there's a couple fates that give specific achievements. Like, I think Behemoth gives one, Savara, which is like a 3-part fate that, like, you finish the first part and then the second part and third part start immediately afterwards. We have to, like, take this dude to a battlefield and then protect him while he sets up cannons, and then the dragon lands and you have to kill the dragon. And that's a cool, like, 3-part fate that gives you a achievement when you beat it.
Great.
Yeah.
Quests. Whoa. Some cool shit in this game. Giant, like, crazy fossils sticking out of the mountains.
Oh, that's right. Crocbox points out that Cancer gives a achievement when you beat that fate.
Wait, Cancer?
Yeah, it's a giant crab.
Like, Cancer, like, when you beat Cancer.
When you beat Cancer, the world boss, I believe the achievement is called In Remission.
Great. Wonderful.
There's some, like, have you looked at any of these achievement names?
Yeah, they're pretty ridiculous.
They're great. Yeah.
Somebody on the translation team is clearly having fun.
Oh yeah.
Those names.
Like, all the Archer achievements, like level 5, 10, 20, are all called Just Talking About Shafts. All the Conjurer ones are I Got the Magic Stick. The Thaumaturge one is Bring Out Your Dead. Oh my god. Holy shit. The Weaver
is pointing out that Cancer is a constellation. I know, dude.
Yeah.
I was just joking.
The Weaver level achievements are called Smilin', Stylin', and Textilin'.
Mancor points out, let the bodies hit the floor is for 10,000 kills.
Yeah. And the ones all before that are called to crush your enemies. Very silly. Yeah, full remission. That's what it's called when you beat Cancer. And the fate, the actual title of the fate itself is called It's Not Lupus. These are great. Oh wow, all the ones for mining are called Mind Your Own Business. I can't get enough of this.
Seems like you're pretty into this.
I like it. I like clever names, clever achievement names.
I forgot to finish the thing that I was doing. Ugh.
Ugh. Yeah, all the Fisher ones. Good things come to those who bait.
Ugh, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, the botanist one is called Logging the Hours. These are... I'm already falling off on some of these.